3 summers ago, my front lawn looked like a hayfield that lost a fight. Yellow patches, thin blades, the whole thing going backwards no matter how much bagged fertilizer I dumped on it. My neighbor Daniel Yoder, out in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, saw me hauling another 40-pound bag out of my truck and just shook his head. He said, "Harry, you're feeding the grass. You're supposed to be feeding the dirt." 10 days after he showed me what he meant, my lawn was greener than the country club 2 streets over. Total cost? Under $4. And today I'm going to hand you that exact recipe. My name's Harry, and I'll be straight with you. What I'm about to show you is not something you're going to see advertised during the football game this fall. There's no marketing budget behind it. But there is 90 years of golf course history behind it. And by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly why the big fertilizer companies would rather you never find out. Here's the mistake almost every homeowner makes, and I made it for years. You think the grass eats the fertilizer straight out of the bag. Wrong. Grass roots can't absorb raw fertilizer. It has to get broken down first by the microbes living in your top few inches of soil. So when you spread a bag of synthetic fertilizer, 2 things happen at once. The lawn goes bright green for about a week, and underneath, that synthetic nitrogen is quietly wiping out the very microbes your lawn depends on. A week later, the color fades, the soil's in worse shape than before, and you're back at Home Depot buying another bag. That's not an accident. That's a business model. The tonic I'm handing you today does the opposite. It doesn't feed the grass, it feeds the soil biology. And once that biology wakes back up, it feeds the grass for you, naturally, and for pennies. Ingredient 1. A regular beer. Doesn't matter if it's a lager or a pale ale, whatever's in your fridge. The sugars and yeast are exactly what soil microbes want to eat. One thing though, stay away from the light stuff. If you're drinking a Michelob Ultra, good for your abs, useless for your lawn, because the carbs get stripped out, and the carbs are what does the work. Before I get to the exact ratios, I want to tell you about Walter Schubert, out in Ames, Iowa. Walter ran this same tonic on a lawn that had been fighting crabgrass for 6 years straight. 2 applications in, the crabgrass pressure dropped so much his neighbors thought he'd hired a lawn service. He hadn't touched a bag of anything. Ingredient 2. Plain household ammonia. When it hits your soil, bacteria called Nitrosomonas and Nitrobacter convert it into nitrate within 48 to 72 hours. And nitrate is the form your grass roots can actually absorb. It won't burn your lawn the way synthetic urea does, because you're spraying it diluted through a hose-end sprayer with thousands of gallons of water behind it. One critical point: plain ammonia only. Read the label. No lemon scent, no sudsy version, no antibacterial version. Those all carry extras that kill the exact microbes you're trying to wake up. The plain jug at Walmart runs about $2, and it's the right one. Ingredient 3. Original Blue Dawn dish soap. Skip the antibacterial bottle, same problem. It kills what you're trying to feed. Dawn breaks the surface tension of water. Dry summer soil turns hydrophobic. Water beads off it like rain on a waxed hood. The soap lets the tonic actually soak in instead of running off into the gutter. And it softens compacted soil over time too. Ingredient 4. Light corn syrup, or blackstrap molasses if you can find it. Molasses is the better pick. It carries iron, calcium, and magnesium your grass will use later. Either one runs about $3 and lasts you the whole season. These simple sugars feed the bacteria the second the tonic touches soil. And that bacteria population doubles every 20 minutes for the first 2 days. 4 ingredients. 3 from your kitchen, 1 from under the sink. Total cost to mix a gallon of concentrate, under $4. That gallon covers your whole yard for half the growing season. Here's the exact recipe. 1 cup of regular beer. 1 cup of plain household ammonia. Half a cup of Blue Dawn. Half a cup of light corn syrup or blackstrap molasses. Pour it all into a clean 1-gallon jug, top it off with water, cap it, shake it. That's your concentrate. Gene Vogt out in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, adds 1 extra step if he's already got a bottle of organic liquid lawn food sitting in the garage. Something like a Protein Plus blend with ammonium sulfate and kelp in it. He tosses a cup of that in as an accelerant. Not required, but it doesn't hurt. For the application vehicle, grab an Ortho dial-in hose-end sprayer. about 12 bucks at Home Depot or Lowe's. Set the dial to 2 ounces per gallon. That's the number. Write it down. One full sprayer jar at that setting covers roughly 1,000 square feet, so a standard 5,000 square foot yard needs about half a gallon of concentrate per application. 1 gallon of mix gets you 2 full treatments, $2 a treatment. Spray it early morning, 6 to 8, or evening after 6. Never midday. Direct sun burns off the ammonia before the microbes ever touch it. Your soil temperature in the top 3 inches needs to be above 55 degrees. Zones 7 through 10, that's March through October. Zones 4 through 6, mid-April through mid-September. Zones 2 and 3, mid-May through late August. Check your zone, don't guess. Walk the lawn at a steady pace, sweeping the wand side to side like you're painting a wall. Don't linger. Light, even coverage. If you can still see wet leaves 20 minutes later, you went too heavy. Within an hour, give the lawn a 1/4 inch of water. You're not rinsing the tonic off. You're pushing it down into the root zone where the microbes actually live. Here's what to expect. Days 1 and 2. Nothing visible above ground. But underneath, the bacteria's doubling every 20 minutes, and the ammonia's converting to nitrate. Day 3, the first subtle shift. The yellow haze at the tips starts fading. Take a photo on day 0 and day 3 from the same spot. You'll see the change in the pictures before you see it standing on the lawn. Days 4 and 5. Visible greening. New growth coming in darker at the base. Day 7. A clean, uniform, medium-deep green. No burn, no streaks. Day 10. Density fills in as the microbes start breaking down thatch. By day 14, the color deepens again, and the whole yard starts looking like turf. Reapply every 3 weeks through the growing season. Skip it if you've had 3 straight days above 90 degrees. Heat-stressed grass can't process the nitrogen right, and it'll do more harm than good. Most of the country lands around 6 to 8 applications a year. Full season cost, iron treatment included, runs about $30, compared to over $300 on the bag program. Now you're probably asking why you've never heard this before. I'll be straight with you. This recipe isn't new. Golf course groundskeepers were spraying versions of it on bent grass greens generations ago. Depression-era farmers fed their pastures with it because it was all they could afford. Extension bulletins out of Cornell, Iowa State, and Penn State were publishing versions of this protocol into the late 1940s. Then came the pivot. Back in 1913, 2 German chemists, Fritz Haber and Karl Bosch, figured out how to pull nitrogen straight out of the air at industrial scale. That process fed billions of people, and it also produced the ammonia behind the explosives in 2 world wars. When the Second War ended in 1945, those same ammonia factories had capacity nobody needed anymore. Lawn fertilizer was the obvious pivot. By 1955, every American suburb had Scott's on the shelf. Research money shifted toward synthetic nitrogen, and the kitchen tonic bulletins went quiet. Here's what nobody tells you about the company that filled that shelf. In September 2012, Scott's Miracle-Gro pleaded guilty in federal court in Columbus, Ohio, to 11 criminal violations of federal pesticide law for knowingly coating over 70 million units of wild bird food with pesticides that were killing birds, after their own employees warned management for 6 months. $12.5 million in fines, the largest criminal penalty under that law at the time. That's the company that's been telling you what to spray on the lawn your kids play on. There's no beer and ammonia marketing council, no Super Bowl ad for the recipe I just gave you. The competing product has a $400 million marketing budget. The truth doesn't have one. 3 habits fight against everything this tonic does, so let's fix them. First, stop mowing short. 2 inches looks tidy, but raise your deck to 3.5 to 4 inches for cool season grasses like Kentucky bluegrass, fescue, and ryegrass, or 2.5 to 3 inches for warm season grasses like Bermuda, zoysia, and St. Augustine. Tall grass shades the soil, drops surface temperature up to 15 degrees on a hot day, right where your microbes live, and it chokes out crabgrass, which needs bare soil and direct sun to germinate. Second, stop bagging your clippings. Clippings break down in 7 to 10 days and hand back up to 30% of your lawn's annual nitrogen for free. Bagging them throws away about $30 of fertilizer every summer. A mulching blade is the cheapest upgrade you'll ever make, and no company can sell you a bag for not bagging your clippings, which is exactly why nobody mentions it. Third, stop the shallow daily watering. 15 minutes every evening trains roots to stay shallow, dry out fast, and it keeps the surface wet overnight, which is perfect for brown patch fungus. 1 inch of water a week, delivered in a single deep soak between 4 and 7 a.m., so the blades dry before dark. Deep roots follow deep water. Now for the finishing trick. What takes this lawn from healthy green to that deep, almost black green you see on TV during a golf tournament? Texas A&M and NC State turf programs have both documented this for decades. Iron sulfate. Ferrous sulfate, the dry kind, or liquid chelated iron, either works. A bag of iron sulfate runs about $6 at a farm supply store. Liquid chelated iron runs $12 to $15 at a garden center. Iron doesn't feed growth like nitrogen does. It's a cofactor in chlorophyll synthesis. So more available iron means denser chlorophyll, which means a visibly darker green, usually within 3 to 5 days, faster than the nitrogen response from the tonic itself. Scotts sells the same molecule in their Green Up product for about $20 a bag. Same iron, 300% markup. There's no patent on an element off the periodic table, so nobody has a reason to advertise it, and the homeowner just keeps paying triple without ever finding out the working ingredient is $6, 2 aisles over. Auburn's Turf Extension has been recommending straight iron sulfate to homeowners for exactly this reason for years. To apply it, add 2 ounces of liquid iron into the sprayer alongside your regular tonic once a month during the growing season. For dry iron sulfate, go ½ pound per 1,000 square feet and water it in immediately. Wear old shoes. It stains concrete. One technical note before you go. This recipe is calibrated for a hose end sprayer, where hose water dilutes the concentrate as it leaves the wand. The hose is doing half the chemistry for you. If you're using a backpack sprayer instead, the carrier volume per square foot is much lower, which concentrates the ammonia and can burn the lawn. So for backpack use, cut the ammonia down to a 1/4 cup, cut the dish soap to a 1/4 cup, keep the beer and corn syrup the same, and dilute the whole batch into 3 gallons of water. Spray to wet, not soaked. Here's your plan for this weekend. 1 trip to the grocery store, 1 stop at Walmart. Grab a can of beer, a bottle of light corn syrup or blackstrap molasses, a jug of plain household ammonia, and a bottle of original Blue Dawn. While you're out, grab a $12 dial-in hose sprayer if you don't already have one, and stop by a farm supply store for that $6 bag of iron sulfate. Sunday morning, 6 to 8 a.m., mix your gallon, load the sprayer, and walk the lawn. By next Saturday, you'll see the color shift. The Saturday after that, you'll feel the density change under your feet. That's the same protocol groundskeepers were running on golf courses 90 years ago, before the lawn care industry convinced an entire country that a thick green lawn had to come out of a $60 bag. 4 ingredients, $4. Trust me on this one. And if every homeowner watching this skipped the bag program next spring and ran this tonic instead, Scotts would lose half its lawn retail business by fall. Drop a comment and tell me what your lawn's fighting right now. I read every one, and I might build your problem into next week's video. And speaking of next week, I'm going to show you the one watering mistake that's quietly feeding your lawn's worst weed for you, and most people are doing it every single day without knowing it. Hit subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.